So now we're continuing with making our butternut squash soup, and as promised, I have my helper, Layla. Could you say hi, Layla? It's a quiet hi, but it's a good hi. So first, to start off, we use a butternut squash soup, which of course again is a seasonal vegetable that we really like to use this time of year for soups and to put around a roast chicken, whatever the case may be. So here's a butternut squash soup. We use one sweet potato just to add a little bit of texture, and the starch in the sweet potato tends to thicken up the soup a bit. We use one onion. Try to get organic onions if you can, because the onions are in the soil, so you want to make sure that pesticides and whatever aren't in your onions. We use organic carrots. Again, we buy these at Costco. You can see the brand. Actually, it's a 2-pack at Costco for a very reasonable price. We use also chicken broth, 1 box of chicken broth. Again, this is organic and bought at Costco. We saute with butter, just a little bit of butter for the onions, and then we add ginger, which I'll show you later. I tend to use European butter. It has a better taste to it. Always cook with unsalted butter. You want to control the amount of salt that you put into your food products. And ginger. So the butternut squash is like sort of a scary type of vegetable, and it's really a little bit difficult sometimes to clean and to prepare for your soup. You could also buy butternut squash that's already cleaned, meaning it's peeled and the seeds are taken out of it, and it's in cubes. You could also find it like that already prepared in the grocery store. I prefer to buy the fresh, whole, organic one. What I do is I take a little cutting board and I put a paper towel down on it, and I hold the butternut squash from the top. It can get slippery, so you really need to be careful. Plant the bigger side of it onto the bottom and hold it tight. And I just use a potato peeler to peel, and as you can see, you get long strips, and you just continue to peel the whole squash. And you want your squash to be free of the outside layer. You want it to look like this. So as you can see now, our butternut squash is completely peeled, and it's a rather odd shaped type of vegetable. So what I do next, I clean off the paper towel of all the clippings, whatever, from the, and then I cut it right at the base. And it's not always an easy thing to do, but if you twirl it around and you just keep working at it, you have the base and then the top of the butternut squash. Now in here, you're going to find there's seeds, just like there are in pumpkins. So when I cut this, you can see here are the seeds. I just take a spoon and I scoop them out the same way you scoop out a pumpkin. So here we are, Layla and I. Everything is prepped. We have celery, our carrots, sweet potatoes, onions, and the cut up butternut squash. Layla, could you help Nonna and put the butternut squash in the pot? Let's do it together, okay? So we're gonna put in all the butternut squash. Could you put, okay, Layla's taking a little bit of a break, so we had to cut here, but I'm also putting in now the carrots. And you can see all vegetables, celery, sweet potatoes, the chicken broth, I also add what in Italy we call sal grasso. It's called kosher salt. I get this salt. This is actually from Sicily. You can find it in Home Goods. I put in a little bit of salt just to season. I put a little bit of ginger as well. I've never used fresh ginger. I usually just sprinkle a little bit of this powdered ginger in it. And then I put in the onions. So here you can see how everything looks, and we're literally, I leave everything like sort of chunky and full. I'm going to put a cover on top of this, and basically it'll cook for about 45 minutes. I bring it up to a boil, then down to a simmer, and when it's all cooked and everything's nice and soft, then I literally take a little hand immerser blender and I'll blend it up to puree it, or you could also use a potato masher, or if you want, you could dice everything a bit smaller and just eat it sort of lumpy. Once this is cooked down, then we'll show you what it looks, all cooked and ready to serve to your family. Okay, so here we go. Our butternut squash soup is all cooked. Look how smooth and soft that these vegetables are. So I have a hand immersing blender that I use for when I make my butternut squash or anything that I need to blend that's in a pot. So I am going to basically turn this on just so you can see how it works. It has, you can see I've already squished up a lot of the mixture. And you just pull this in. You basically blend up the